Sis, if you want to be heard by the black man who loves you, grab a pen and pad, tag your girlfriends, Morse code, send out smoke signals, do something, because I got some fire for you. Fire. Look, I earned this lesson and I want to share it with you. So I'm telling you, gorge your loins, okay, because we're going in, all right? Oh my God, girl, this is so deep, okay? I'm going to give it a second. Let me say who I am while we wait for people to come. I'm Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. And I got to talk to my sisters today. You need to tag, you need to share, you need to call somebody, you need to drag your mama in from the other room. I don't get, if you're a black woman who loves black men, and there's a black man that loves you, that is getting on your last nerve, that you want to pimp slap into tomorrow, you need to be here with me tonight. You need to be here tonight. I don't know what your other life looked like, but you need to be here tonight. You need to be here, and you need to stay the whole time. I don't know how long I want to talk. So those of you who want me to go fast, you should go away now, because I got some shit to say. Okay? I done worked this out with my boo, and I need to help you understand how to get heard by that black man and not get your feelings hurt. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm talking about. Now, for those of you who are new to me, hi, I'm Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. My story is simple and direct. By the time I was 16, actually it was earlier than that, I was living on the streets, eating out of trash cans and sleeping in urine and beer, okay? I come from a background of violence, street culture, and all the like, all the negativity. So if you hear me cursing, I got it honest, okay? And I did a prayer. God loves me. I'm God's favorite. We can talk about it later. And the answer to that prayer was my 9th grade math teacher. She literally saved my life. She got me up off the street. She got me up off the street. She got me up off the street and into empowered life. Because of her tangible love, I eventually graduated from Stanford University with a second master's and a Ph.D. I have 4 degrees. I'm an identity theorist. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a Ph.D. doctor. Okay, so please don't give me a hard time about the doctor thing. You'll be all right. It'll be fine. Okay, and let me see what else. Let me see what else I gotta tell you. I'm a beast when it comes to money. I grossed over $5 million in less than 6 years, literally because I know how to pimp pain for profit. The whole nother story. I've monetized my bahoozy off. I'm trying not to curse. So I'm going to use some new words like strumpet, or brazen hussy to keep me from cursing, because all my Christians, whom I love and adore, have been praying for me. God's still working on it. My point is this. I know what I'm talking about, okay? And if you hear me talk about slavery and race and African slavery and chattel slavery in the Middle Passage and plantation household, that's my research. That's what I do, okay? I've been in the game for 30 years, so you can't, miss me with who are you? Look me up. Google me, you'll find me. I got a couple of bestsellers out there. I got I got a special on Amazon. Go check me out if you need to question. But in the meantime, I gotta talk to my sisters. I gotta talk to my truth tellers, girl. Let me tell you what happened. So, oh, and fellas, you're welcome to be here. Just know that I tend to talk to the women. You're welcome to glean, okay? And you don't have to agree with me. Please don't worry about that. Yes, you should be tagging. You should be tagging and sharing. Sharing is an act of love, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm about to go all the way in, deep, short as I possibly can. But in order for me to get the depth of what I'm trying to teach you tonight, I can't get it done on a live. I'm doing a 2-day virtual summit. It's called Healing with Him. And I meant it, okay? Black women acknowledging, honoring, and humanizing black men's trauma. Okay, so if you want to get the deep dive on this, there's a link in the description. Go pre-register now. There's no fee right now. So if you want to save some coins, register now. And you're going to have to fill out a piece of paper. You have a worksheet to do because I want you to actually get the teaching. Okay, and keep in mind, I'm a teacher first, money goddess second, brilliant, dynamic genius third. Well, but who's counting? My point is, make sure you opt in so you don't have to pay the fee when I actually start pushing it out. Okay, you're early pre-registered. Okay, so all my truth tellers, please put that in the conversation so people can find it and I don't have to keep repeating it. All right, now Girl. Girl. Girl, I'm trying to figure out how to express myself. And for all y'all want me to go fast, I can't go any faster than I can go because I'm living it. Okay? I'm living it. So don't be like, oh, get to the point. I can't get to the point because I'm creating the point because I'm digesting and translating what I am fucking living. So please do not, please just miss me with like, hurry up. Then go somewhere else. You don't have to tell me to hurry up. Just leave. This is for my women, for my truth tellers, okay? And so here's the thing, sis. I have an incredible black man who loves me, okay? And he's an alpha black man. He's a dom. Look it up if you don't know. Get some education, okay? He dotes on me. Literally, this brother, he bathes me. He feeds me. He washes my clothes. He folds them. He makes food for me. He shows me how to cook. We cook things together. He massages me. He talks to me. He writes me poetry. He sends me, he's everything that black women say we want. Okay? So, I love him. He loves me. That's not the question mark. Love is, here's the first lesson. Write it down so my scribes put it in. Love is different than workability. That was preached, Jesus. I should tell y'all, I curse, cry, and pray sometimes in the same sentence. So if you're easily offended, you should leave now. I'm saying it to protect you from the street in me, because when I get free, I'm bound to say something vulgar. I know I am, so let me protect you from me. Leave now. It'll be okay. I don't want you upset. Because I know the street in me is going to come out. Don't let the doctor fool you. There's more street in me in Stanford, okay? So the first lesson is this. Love is not the same as workability. You can love somebody and can't get nothing done with them. You can love somebody and really just be in a midst of total breakdown, because love is not the same as having things work. So we love each other, but we both have wounds. And if you want to know my opinion about it as a therapist, I think everybody does, but the people who are courageous, the people who are willing to be well, the ones who want to win and build together, we tell the truth about it. And then we go do something about it, like therapy. He does his therapy, I do my therapy. Sometimes we do couples therapy. Sometimes he does group therapy without me. Mere details. The bottom line is we feel real about this. We're real about it. And we go deep and hard to like, look, if we're going to be in a committed relationship, we put in the work. Second note, if you're with a black man who loves you but not willing to put in the work, then he does not love you. He loves what you give him. That was preached, Lord. This is going to be a hot one tonight. I hope you're tagging. I hope you're sharing, because I got some share to shine. Okay? If he's not willing to do the emotional labor, then you want to take the case he doesn't love you. He loves what you provide him. No shame to it, but you got to decide if you want to be used or not. You just have to decide. It's okay. Just decide. If you're okay with someone using you, sucking the energy and the life out of you, and not doing the emotional internal excavation to be your equal, take the case that you are allowing yourself to be used. Nothing wrong with that as long as it's a choice. Sometimes it's worth being used for. Hell, the convenience could be enough. Okay? So be mindful of that. All right? And so for the fellas, this could apply to you as well. So my work applies to everybody, all races, all people. But I'm talking to my sisters because I talk to them better than you do. When you do it, it's an accusation. When I do it, it's a lesson. So let me do my job. And you will thank me for it for the rest of your life when we have a black woman who knows how to talk to you. How about them apples? Okay? So sis, I need you to understand. Love is not workability. Workability is when you get stuff done together, where you're not so busy fussing and fighting that nothing moves, where you can build together, where you can, he can empower your dreams, you empower his dreams. That's things that work. But if you're always in petty fights, that's not workability. And you can love somebody who's petty. You could be petty. I got some petty in me. You got some petty in you. I got some bitch in me. You got some bitch in you. No shame to it. Just own it and have it work for you, or go to somebody else that it works for. I caught you, Linda. I'm here for it all day, mama. Yes, share. Yes, tag. And make sure you sign up for the Healing with Him virtual summit. The link is in the description. Do it now before the price goes up. Okay? So here's the thing I need you to understand. So we got 2 points. We got love and workability are not the same thing. And if you're involved with somebody who is not willing to do the emotional work, the emotional labor, he or she, I'm still talking to women, but I'm putting it in so my brothers don't feel like I'm living them out, is that they don't love you, they love what you provide them. okay? And you have to decide if you want to be used or not. So those are two, all right? So me and my guy have been working on us, all right? And given how passionate I am, and I mean that with every ounce of blood in my bones, Jesus, I'm a chick who's a boss, and I talk trash. I talk back. I'm like, I am not I'm not I'm not her. Never have been, never will be. And he knows that. And when he does some bullshit, be prepared to hear my mouth. Because we have an agreement in our relationship that we can tell the truth, okay? And so he did some bullshit. I ain't like the bullshit he did. We had words about it. I said deuces. He said never. I'm like, huh? It's his way. It's an alpha male thing. He claimed me. I ain't got no say so about it. I love him for it. I've gotten used to it as protection. It'll be fine, okay? And when he gets grumpy, he gets attitude, he gets sarcastic, he does man shit. He does the whole I'm the man. I'm like, dude, ooh, right? And so I told him deuces. Now, y'all should know I'm a leaver. Y'all can stay in stuff if you need to, sis, but I'm not going to kill myself, stress myself out for someone who's not doing what they say. And he didn't keep his promise. If you don't keep a promise with me, I don't need 3 or 4 times with it. I'm good when you don't do what you say. That's enough for me. Lesson number 3. If a person doesn't walk their talk, you walk. If a person does not walk their talk, you walk. You do not wait around for them to figure it out. You can give them a pass once or twice. I'm okay with that. But if a person consistently is not doing what they say, that means they have no integrity. That means they can't follow through. So how can you depend on somebody who can't follow through on basic shit? How? Black woman, how? So this is not about save a hoe. This is not about a project nigga. We're not doing that no more. We've evolved beyond that. We're not doing that. We can do that with people who have not done the work. You've done the work. You're in the conversation. If you're within the sound of my voice, you are committed to your future instead of your past. So we're going to take the case that you're about that life. You're about something bigger than what you were born into. And if that's the case, if someone is not walking their talk, you walk away. That's an act of love where I come from. You know what I'm saying? That's an act of love. It doesn't equal staying. Some people stay until they stick, until they're dead, or they no, that's not love. That's codependency. We're talking about healthy relationships, and healthy relationships have ups and downs, sis. They have ups and downs, bro. That's what healthy means. When you're healthy, you have all the colors in the crayon box. You have all the emotions in the crayon box. You have all the feelings from the hate to the love and everything in between. When you're locked in and you're numb and you're cold and you're angry, that's not healthy. So we're only doing healthy on my campus. We're not doing make it work. We're not doing that. Why would we make it work? We already did that. So our grandparents did that shit. They made it work. Our mothers did that. They made it work. So we didn't have to. So we're not doing that anymore. So if someone's not walking their talk, then you have to have the ovaries to love yourself enough to say, I'm worth more. And get rid of the thought, I can't have anything better. Get rid of the thought that, this is all I can get. Okay? Now, get back to me. So I'm a leaver. And I'm going to tell you, I don't play when I leave. I actually do leave. I'm like deuces, and I'll tell you why. You're not honoring your word. You're not doing what you said. Okay? And that's a big high value for me. Principle number 4, if you don't know your values, you'll fall for everything. I hope that was so good, God. Say it one more time for the people in the back. If you don't know your values, you'll fall for everybody. You got to know what you value. My highest value in my life is integrity. My second highest value is loyalty. If you want to find out what your value is, then look at what you will fight for. I hope someone's scribing this. I won't remember the order later. I just gave you 4. Okay? But if you don't know what you value, you'll fall for everything. Not just anything, but for everything. You have to know what matters to you. And I mean it in terms of principles, not in terms of money. Honey, you can make your own money. Honey, we can handle money. I got you on that. Money is not the choice. You don't need his money. You may want his girth. We can talk about that another time, but you don't need it. You don't need it. You just want it, okay? But you don't need his money. You have your own money. You have more advantages than he does in this country. So if you're not making your own paper and you want somebody to take care of you, then you're a user. And fellas, if you're around a user, get rid of her. Stop it. Don't let yourself be used for your paper. You're more than your fucking wallet. You're not a wallet. You're a human being with feelings and fears and foibles just like the rest of us. So please do not let yourself be pimped by a chick saying, or say like needing money. Take care of yourself, sis. It's a point of self-pride. It's a self-pride. Now the thing is, my guy, he pays for things. He buys groceries. He does his manly thing. He's a nurturer. But I let him. I don't need him. I don't know what number this is, but I'm going to say it's number 5. If you're with a dude that loves you, make sure you want him, not need him. He has different conversation than need. We can talk about that later. I can't get into now, but I'll definitely get it. I'll tear this all apart during my Healing with Him 2-day virtual summit. Fellas, you're invited too, so don't feel afraid. You're welcome. Come on. Just be ready for the heat, okay? And it's going to be great because I got male comedians. I'm going to have open mic for the dudes. It's going to be great. It's a love offering for the men, all right? And so I'm excited about that. But I need you to understand, sis, that it's hard to pick somebody to love when you need them. That was preach, God. Thank you, T. That was 4. I thought it was 5. Can't remember. Okay? Someone write them down and put in a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't know what I said. Okay? And I can follow it up later. But the point is, if you're dating or you're in a relationship because you need, then you don't have the freedom to say your piece. You don't have permission to say what you need to say because you don't want to lose your bank. You're not going to tell the truth about him snoring or that his breath smells bad after sex, or you don't want to kiss him after he went down on you. You're not going to say none of that. Thank you, Rosalind. Love you so much. Thank you so much. I know Girth is, honey, I'm working on it. I'm still, I'm back. I'm so back here, okay? So my point is that you have to know you, all right? So I put all those things in place to say what happened. So I said, no, thank you. I did my walk, okay? And I did it in love, no make wrong. My man is a thinker, and he's not a quitter, all right? And he knows I mean what I say. So I don't do breakup to make up because that's not what I'm saying. If you don't do what you say, you don't get access to me, right? And ladies, you take note of that one. That's a sidebar. Where are my hearts? I don't see no love, no hearts, no smiley faces. I don't see nothing. Are you sharing? I don't know. Do something. Let me know. But what I want you to understand is that he's a thinking man. And sisters, I need you to hear me when I tell you this. You don't need to tell a man shit. And I need you to feel me on this. God, help me say it pretty. Please help me not curse. Please, God. God, help me say this pretty. So give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Okay? When a black man loves you, okay? A black man that's committed to healing, to working things out with you. Not one who is so wounded that they have to have things their way. I'm not talking about narcissists. I'm not talking about users. I'm not talking about abusers. I'm not talking about con artists. I'm talking about good black men. And you know the difference. So please please miss me on all the negativity because I'm not talking about him. And thank you for the love. I appreciate the hearts, the smiley faces, the thumbs up, and the laughs. Okay? So here's what I need you to understand. Hey, Twala. I need you to understand this. When a black man loves you, okay, you don't have to tell him shit. Girl, let me fix this, Lord. Please help me fix it. God, please help me say this good and clear and right the first time. I'll break it down at the Healing with Him conference, virtual summit. But I need y'all to understand this. And sisters, back me on this. Okay? When he loves you and he actually understands and gets in his bones, when he can hear it, he won't hear it the first time. He won't hear it the 10th time. He won't hear it at all. It takes him a minute, okay? But when he does, you don't have to tell him shit. He will put the correction in. God help me fix it. You do not have to tell him anything but one thing, okay? You have to tell him how it makes you feel. If you help him feel the impact of his words or lack of words, his behavior or lack of follow through, if you help him hear that, when he can hear it, he can't hear it here because his defense is going to be up because of the wound from slavery. We'll talk about it at the summit. Can't do it right now. So another conversation. But when you can help him hear in his heart, in his love of you, the impact of who he's being on you, he will handle it. Let me give you an example. My guy is great about damn near everything. The thing that drives me nuts about him, that makes me really want to pimp slap him into tomorrow, is that he makes executive decisions. He be deciding for me. He want to order for me. He wants to decide. If he thinks I should be walking on the left, he'll cross me to the right. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dude, I got a voice. He said, I know. I'm like, then how come I can't? He said, because I'm your man. I'm like, that's not logical to me. If you know you were the boss, then let me contribute. Let me talk. He's like, you can talk all you want. I'm going to listen. But if I see something that's out of order, I'm going to handle it. I'm like, how you going to handle my shit? He said, because you're mine. I'm like, I am my own. He says, no, you're not. You're mine. You are mine, and I take care of you. Now, that's who he is. He was going to love somebody like that. I just happened to be the person he chose. You see what I'm saying? I did not earn that. That was a gift given for free. Okay? Keep tagging, keep sharing, keep posting. I want to hear from you. Is this making sense, ladies? Let me hear from you. Okay? If it's making sense, it makes sense. Then I'll know where we are in the talk. Okay? So we get into it because he is such a dom. He is such an alpha that his logic is he knows best about me, about my feelings, and about what I need. I've had me for 50 years. How the hell will he know this? I'm like, dude, you can't. So of course I blow my lid 50 ways to Sunday. He's fine with it. No, but he's not controlling. No. He's possessive in the right way. A lot of times as black women, we have not been around black men who are good, and we feel like their behavior is too much. No, if he's accountable for you, that is not controlling. It's not controlling. It's frustrating as hell. I want you to know that shit. Okay? If you want to know my opinion, it's frustrating as fuck. All right? But it's not controlling because he's not superimposing his will. He's just helping me understand what he's going to do. Okay? And so I have to explain to him, no, I have a voice. You can't just make decisions just for us. There's a me here. We're in a partnership. We're partners. Remember? That's what we do. We do things together. It's together. Okay, so I have to talk to him about this forever, right? And so when I got fed up, I was doing some work. I'm working on some things, and he wanted me to tend to him, and I couldn't tend to him because I have to manage my well-being, right? Anyway, he got grumpy with me. He got short-tempered. You can't get short-tempered with I'm sensitive. I'm a creative. I'm sensitive. I cry. All right, I got sensitive, right? And instead of him tending to me, he flexed. You flex on me, I'm a flex back. I know how I am, okay? And so when we calmed down and we talked it through, I had to help him understand this. And I need y'all to hear this, sister, and you got to match it on for yourself, okay? I had to help him, and I want you to model me on this, okay? Understand that I love him so much that what he says to me matters so much that because he says it, it has authority. It has weight. When he says it, it's like the president spoke. You see what I'm saying? It's like Gandhi spoke, because I value and honor his word that much. When he says things, it hits like a ton of bricks because I love him that greatly. Do you see what I'm saying, sister? Like, it's not that he said what he said, and I'm not even saying he's saying foul shit. He doesn't curse. I curse. I curse like a sailor, okay? But if he doesn't understand the impact of his actions and words on me, then he will lose me. Do you understand? Because I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not her. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a punk ass bitch. I'm not. And I'm a lot of things. I'm a hot mess on a good day, but I will not be used, and you will not dishonor what took me 30 years to build, which is my wellness. Okay? So I don't play with that. But if I don't help him understand the impact because of how I love him, not because he's being mean or nice or whatever, it's because his word has authority. And for all my believers, if we look at it from a faith-based or biblical perspective, theoretically speaking, and for all my non-Christians, take the lesson and throw away the example. It's the quickest I can come up with, okay? If Christ is the church, if I'm gonna, for all my Christians, fix it for me, all right? Christ in the church, all right? If Christ is marrying the church, then that model is the husband or the man, whichever way to do it, okay? He has to be the example. From him being the example, I actually get to do my thing. Do you see what I'm saying? But he has to be accountable for his role with me. Do you understand? And I'm a savage in these streets. So he can't just talk or say things any old kind of way and think they're not going to have impact, because he's not being responsible for his power. And the reason he's not being responsible for his power is because no one took the time to let him know that he is God wrapped in flesh. That he is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the beginning and the end. He is the head and not the fucking tail. Society has told him he's the tail. And they said it so much that he's low level, believe it. Some levels he don't. You see what I'm saying? So he doesn't have the awareness of the power of his tongue in some ways. Okay? So if you don't help him understand the impact on you as the woman he says he loves, then he can't make the correction. So when I help my dude understand, look, when you don't do what you say and you argue with me about it because you think you're doing what you think is right for us, I hear you talking. But what you don't understand is every time you do that, you diminish my power with myself. You take away my voice. I have fought decades to have my voice. A lot of us have. But I earned this voice. I bled for this voice. I got up off the streets to have my voice. And you're going to tell me you know me better than me? You're going to talk to me like I don't know me? I'm not okay with that. And if you love me like you say you love me, why would you want to? Why would you want to? Why would you want me to not be confident in my own decision-making process, in my own choices, in my own point of view, even if I'm wrong? And I'm wrong a lot, but it's my wrong. It's my mistake. Let me have it. It's my pride to me. It's only because I love you that I care. If I did not love you, it wouldn't hurt so much. So I can't do that. I can't get rid of my voice to have you feel like a man. You're already a man. You're the one I let love me. Do you know that's a fucking sacred gift? I submit to you by choice. That is an act of love. So you telling me you know me when you haven't had enough time to live this life with me is an arrogance. And I don't want arrogance. I want a partner. I want a fucking equal. And if you don't want an equal, I'm not your gal. So you need to figure it out. Can you see what I'm saying, sis? I want you to understand what I'm pointing to. I hope this is making sense. Someone holler at your girl. Let me know. Let me know. It's an important conversation because you keep trying to change him. Stop. Don't try to change him. Let him feel the impact. Let him understand his power through you. And I don't mean to hurt power. Okay? No, Linda, we're always going to have a voice, but I want to talk to you about influence, sis. It happens in sales and it happens in your relationships. If you don't know how to do influence, you'll never have it all. You'll only have peace. Be clear. You only have a piece of the pie. Influence is a whole different kind of power than force. I can't get into it now, but I'm going to do it at my Healing with Him 2-day virtual summit. The link is in the description. I encourage you to go ye forth and multiply. Grab your seat before I start charging for it. This is a love offering to Black men. It's all centered around really healing with Him. Us taking ourselves on to give some space for Him, okay? And so for Him to heal in a way, and not healing, you can't heal Him. Only God can do that. But we can make room because we have a different kind of access than He does, okay? Okay, great. I'm glad y'all hear me. Prayerfully, you'll be fed by this. Please share this word, this life-giving word, this life-affirming word, okay? And sis, I really need you to understand. Thank you, Renee, for letting me know it makes sense, all right? You need to understand that when He loves you, you're His world. He will work double time, triple time because He loves you, okay? If He loves you, and I'm saying if like a rhetorical, not like you're questioning, but when a Black man loves you, it hurts him when you're hurt. He'll take the hit first. He'll take the bullet first. He will not let you fall when He loves you. Does it make sense? So you have to really understand that you're the air He breathes, sis. You have, and until you understand your power, you won't understand how to leverage it. But you come on over to Healing with Him Virtual Summit, February 5th and 6th, it's a Saturday and Sunday. No charge right now. I will charge later, but not right now, okay? I'm telling you like I know I am living this. I am breaking it down. I am living this, okay? I'm not clear on influence in the situation. No, it wasn't. She was saying no one could take my voice. And I was saying, she was taking a very strong stance. And Rosalind, I was addressing the stance. I wasn't addressing this lesson. I was speaking directly to her. That's all. So I'm sorry I threw it in because sometimes I read the comments while I look at you and I see something that I tend to. But I'm saying that as a woman, your power is in your influence, not in your demand. That should be number 60. Write it down. I need a list of all the points, okay? Your power is in your influence, not your demand. And when you demand that He change, when you demand that He whatever, you're going to bump into resistance because He lives in a society that's always positioning Him as wrong, okay? So please keep that in mind. You don't want to have to fight all the shit white people put together. You don't have to fight all the shit all the broken women He's been with have put on Him. You don't want to fight all that. We're not bothering with all that. Once He's committed to you, you get to love Him, okay? And in loving Him, you have to love yourself enough to stand for you. But standing for you is not force. And a lot of us have learned that force is standing. No, that's fighting. It has its place. I love you too, Trey, okay? Power is in your influence. Get it, Erica. Read the comments, what the lady said, what they said, okay? So my point is, you don't have to tell Him what to do. Let Him create the solution. Let Him create the solution. You share the impact. You literally speak to who He is for you. If He's not your Alpha and Omega, I'm talking about the God in Him. If you can't speak to the God in Him, then why are you with Him? Why would you be with somebody that doesn't inspire you? Why would you tolerate that kind of life? If you're not inspired by Him, then why are you with Him? Sis, why would you do that to yourself? So don't do that, okay? And if you forgot why you love Him, get in touch with it and speak to that, okay? You are the energy in the relationship. It's never Him, it's always you, okay? And if you get offended and take your love away, that's still you. If you get pissed off and you start acting out, that's still you. You know what I'm saying? So it's never, the thing that I'm out for you to get, sis, is your power. That's all I'm saying. You're more powerful than you know. You create universes. Civilization came from your womb. You are a bad bitch. You were born that way. So you don't have to worry about power, but you're living as a cause and effect life. You can't do that and win in this. If you want to be healthy, whole, and wealthy with the Black man that loves you, you have to heal. You have to heal. And in your clearing, there's room for Him. You don't have to heal Him. You can heal with Him. But you are the container. You are the power. And I don't care what he says. I don't care what he say. All of them say that it's them. They will die without us. They can't even fucking tie their shoes without us. In whatever way whatever metaphor that works for you. Okay? But you need to know your power, sis. Okay? You need to know that his whole life is built around pleasing you. And for him, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm stop, Jesus. I'm gonna stop. All right? You need to know this, sis, and thank you for staying with me the whole time, because I think I've got to the bottom line of this. You need to know, and this is, help me say it right, God. Please help me say it beautiful. You need to comprehend. That was good, preach. That was good, Lord. You need to comprehend that the thing that he values most about you, there are three things. The first one is when he loves you. I'm not talking about someone who's a user. When he loves you, he's with you because you show him how to be a better man. You hold him to his highest. You see what I'm saying? That's the first thing to keep in mind. The second thing is this. When a black man loves you, he's willing to do the work. You can't make somebody be willing to do the work. He does the work because he's chosen you. Okay? And the third thing that took me, I don't know how long to get to this point. All right? Through all of that to get to this. When a black man loves you, God have mercy. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Help me, God. Help me, Holy Ghost. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. When he loves you, your opinion of him, how you see him, how you regard him, will determine whether he's a six-figure brother or a seven-figure brother. I said it. I said it. I hope someone caught that. If I had more time, I'll bring somebody on. But I hope you comprehend. He will only be able to monetize and be successful to the degree to how you see him. And here's how he knows how you see him, how you talk to him. Do you speak life into him, or do you criticize him? You can tell the truth without coming down on somebody. I do it all the time. Okay, you want to start noticing that, and we'll God, you thank you, Ivana. I'm glad you got it. Okay, thank you so much. Oh no, I'm glad you caught it, Margie. I'm glad it's translated because I've been working. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe the God, Francis, you caught it. I'm glad you caught it. And I need you to say this one more thing. I'm going to stop, God. I swear to God, I'm going to stop. I think. Okay. If a black man is talking to you in harsh tones, okay, or if he's being sarcastic, or if he's being caustic, or if he's being petty, and take the case, and I need you to hear this, sis, don't forget this, and we're going to go all the way in on it at my summit. I'm telling you, grab a seat, okay? The reason why he's talking to you that way is because that's how he's been talked to. So, if you want him to talk to you differently, talk to him the way you want him to talk to you. Super simple, super doable. Talk to him the way you want him to talk to you. Talk to him. Use the words that you want him to use with you. He will model you. He will start taking your words. He'll start saying things like I use the word wounded, trigger. I'm into like, the woo-woo. I'm into like self-help and transformation. My guy is now talking, oh, I have wounds. I'm like, okay. And this is like a super duper man. I'm a black man, black, like he's just, he's so there, right? But if you want him to talk pretty to you, talk pretty to him. I don't mean bullshit. Okay, I don't mean stroking ego. I think this is insulting. Don't stroke his ego. You can stroke some other things. I'm trying, God. But don't worry about his ego. He's smarter than that. So don't do that. That's childish. You're too much of a woman for that. You're a queen. Fuck that. You don't need to do that. Don't placate him. Grow him. And I don't mean train him. I mean love him and water him in your love. You can't give something you don't believe. I know the God that I love, the black man that loves me, you can't tell me he's not the best thing since pockets. And he gets on my nerves on a regular basis. But I don't think, but even in his getting on my nerves, I still love him. You see what I'm saying? it's the thing. My point is, you have to model how you want to be talked to. Okay? You're going to have to train him, sis, because whoever he was with before tolerated it. And that doesn't mean you have to be awful. It doesn't have to mean that. Like, my guy doesn't curse. I curse a lot less because I love a black man who's not a cursor. He doesn't curse. He doesn't raise his voice. He don't bother with it. He don't even care. I can say whatever I want. He doesn't talk like that. He's like, he doesn't do it. So I find myself cussing less because of his influence. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, don't get mad if he says some foul shit a couple of times. Then you just have to understand. I don't correct my dude. I don't even do it like that. If he says something that I don't like, and this is important, and I swear to God I'm going to end this, Jesus. If he says something you don't like, then you can say, what I say is, let's try that again. Because I think what you were trying to say that you love me, and it came out sideways. I want to understand what you mean. Did y'all catch that? I want to understand what you mean. Help me understand what you mean. Because that right there didn't translate. Can you hear how that isn't a bad thing? It's just it's a clarification. Okay? So again, I'm gonna go, like, can you see how thick this conversation is? Can you see how dense it is? Can you see I cannot get it all done? I need 2 days and a couple of panels, some speakers, some comedians, and some therapists. I'm bringing on therapists. I'm bringing all kinds of things. Okay, and the women and the men both get to participate. We'll work it out. We'll do a raffle. I don't know, right? But make sure you sign up for the Healing with Him 2-day virtual summit, February 5th and 6th. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. All right, and right now the tickets are free. I'm doing that intentionally because I want you there. This is a love offering. We're going to do a fundraiser for a nonprofit that serves black men. That's intentional because they don't get the same kind of stuff we get. So I want to empower black men to heal by being willing to look within. No, girl, it's a huge conversation. I'm just starting, okay? But I want to get you started because I'm serious about this. I'm taking this all the way in. I may even tour, y'all. I don't even know. Right now, I just want to get the virtual event done, okay? Because I really think that if you get this knowledge, we're going to have peace in our homes. Could you imagine not having to fight with your boo, or your son, or your father, or your business partner? What if you really could heal so much that you don't react to his reactions? Oh, God. Could you imagine the peace in our home? Could you imagine the wealth we could build? Could you imagine the love we could? I'm like, it's amazing what we can do as women, okay? That we're not leveraging because no one has ever really taught us to, okay? So our power is in our influence. Our power is in our influence, not our force. Okay, Christina? I know myself, when I was younger, in my maturity, in my spiritual maturity, by the way, I would force outcomes. You see what I'm saying? I know better now because I know I can't make anybody do anything. I can't save anybody. I can't heal nobody. I can love you. Okay? And what I've learned and what I'm learning, okay, is I don't have to do all that work if I just heal. And I can actually share my peace. I can actually put in what I need without taking my love away. The thing that my black man teaches me is how to stay. And I love him for that. Do you understand? So there's a power in really healing such that your children's children have a model to live from that we didn't get because our parents were so hurt given that we were raised in oppression. We're the first generation that can actually heal. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? We got Oprah, we got therapy, we got self-help, we got gurus, we got books, we got each other. We got internet. They ain't have none of that. Okay? April, we're all guilty, mama. We're all guilty. Honey, you're telling the truth. That's why you're a truth teller. That's why you're one of mine. Okay? And I want to see all of my truth tellers. All my men truth tellers, women truth teller, allies, everybody. We're going to be together, healing with him. February 5th and 6th. If you want to pre-register at no fee, the link is in the description. All right? All right, sis. And thank you for sitting with me, bros. Thanks for sitting. For all my black men, I love you with my whole heart. It's a joy. Thank you for allowing me to talk to your women, okay? Thank you for allowing me to say my piece without trying to correct me or fix it or whatever. Just let me do my thing. You will benefit from it. So I want to tell you thank you for all your messages in love. You see what I'm saying? And I respect that and I appreciate that. All right. And for all my allies, thank you for amplifying my voice. And for all of my fam, thank you for being with me. And for all my sisters in success, I love you, girl. We are doing this and we are winning at this. We are winning. And I cannot imagine anybody else better to win with than with you. I love you, girl. I love you with my whole heart. You are the truth. You are the righteousness of God. You are everything right about what it means to be a human being. I thank God for you. Okay, so thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for dealing with my crazy. Thank you for walking with me, for sharing, for tagging, for sending me love notes, for sending me hearts. You're a gift to me. You are my destiny. You give my life purpose. Okay? And I know I'm talking a lot about black men, but I'm talking a lot about black men because you love them. And if we don't take them on, white people will eat us the fuck alive. No. White supremacy is not people, it's systems. White supremacy, white extremism, racial, all that will eat us alive. Okay? And we're at a place where we can turn the tide simply by healing. And healing only takes a willingness. It's not hard. The hardest part is about getting willing and giving up your right to be right. But once you get past that, it's all easy. It's all just doable stuff, okay? And we'll get into that at my Healing with Him virtual summit, February 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm still getting the dates right, okay? And so that's it. Please, if you were fed by this word, it's like giving word, it's like affirming word, please pay it forward. It's been a joy being with you today. I love you with my whole heart. And this is Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. That's all I got for now. I can't wait to read the comments, okay? Prayerfully, you were fed by this word. If you were fed, let me know. And please share it, okay? I want to hear your thoughts, what resonates, okay? I'm building up a whole world around this. And I want you with me. You matter to me. So, talk to me, okay? So I get my glasses on, all right? As I try to get my glasses on because I can see better, okay? I love you, sis. I love you, bro. I love you, fam. I love you, allies. Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. Please share this video and goodbye for now.